everyone. So it's been a while since I did a video, so I hit up one of my good friends and mentors. His name's Ryan Jacobs. He's got a little bit of a Mustang bug where he has a few Mustangs. So super windy today. I don't know how the audio is going to be, but hopefully it'll be watchable. So I'll try and do what I can for the editing side of things and make it not terrible, but we'll walk around some of his Mustangs, and we're going to be focusing on a supercharged Mustang that he has. It's a 1986 Foxbody Mustang that's been Paxton Supercharged. Pretty neat car that we'll talk a little bit about today. So anyways, hope you guys enjoy. This is Ryan Jacobs, and this is, what year is this?
It's a 1986.
1986 Foxbody Mustang.
It's the last year of 4 headlights and the very first year of fuel injection.
Okay, so I didn't know that. Last year of the 4 headlights, first year fuel injection. That's pretty sweet. How long have you had it?
I bought it in May of 99.
May of 99.
Yep.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's a good 23 years.
Well,
22, 23.
On her 20-year anniversary, me and my son redid the interior as a present to her.
Gotcha.
Because I had the interior completely removed when I was drag racing it, and it had an 8-point cage in it, and so I took the cage, the bar that goes from here down to the floor, out.
Okay.
As you can see, it's still rough on the bar.
You took the door bar out?
I took the door bar out because my wife couldn't get in it, and it was hard for me to get in it, and it wasn't as fun to drive.
So you wanted it to be more like streetable rather than race car-y at that point?
And so I put air conditioning back in it, I put seats back in it, I put, like I said, I bought a 82 convertible Mustang from one of my students. So I bought this car from him for $75. It was no engine, no transmission. The roof was open for many, many years, so the interior was totally...
Yeah, it was thrashed.
And I took the seats, and I took the instrument cluster, and I gave him the car back.
Gotcha.
No, I took the transmission too. And I gave him the car back, and I said, and so then me and my son reupholstered the seats. But you can't buy the blue, this car, the original interior color was this regatta blue.
Gotcha.
You can't buy the upholstery for the regatta blue anymore.
Gotcha, it's just nowhere to be found.
So that's why I two-toned it with black and blue. I put a black, you can't buy a black or a blue dash pad anymore, so I replaced the dash with a black one.
Yeah.
And I don't like the GT seats.
Oh, okay.
And so I wanted the original seats back, which they have no bolstering. They're not for cornering at all, but it's comfortable.
But they're comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So run me through. So you first got this car in '99. What was it like at that point? Was it stock? Because this was a police car, right?
It was an old highway patrol car. The only thing that had been done to it when I bought it was it had Flowmaster mufflers on it, and it had a crane cams ignition box, like a MSD box.
Gotcha.
That was the only thing done to it.
Gotcha. So a little bit of ignition. Was it a manual or was it?
Yes.
It was a manual.
It was a 5-speed,
wow.
yes.
Gotcha. That's
and
really
it was
cool.
a highway patrol car.
That's so cool. Do you know where it was out of? Was it a California?
No, it was Utah.
Oh, a Utah.
Yeah, it was
patrol
Utah.
car. That's sweet.
Utah Highway Patrol, yes.
Okay.
Like I said, and I bought it, and I've been messing with it ever since. The only thing that is original on this car are the body panels and the steering column.
Gotcha.
Everything else has been changed at least once.
Okay. Wow.
Even the pedals, because I put an automatic in it once.
Okay, yeah.
For many years
I
it had an
remember
automatic in it, and so I had just automatic pedals.
So when you first got it, did you immediately start turning it into like a fast car, trying to get it like a drag car?
I tried, but at the time, I worked for Parkway Ford up in Cedar City, and I didn't have any extra money for that kind of stuff, so mostly I drove it.
Gotcha.
You know.
Gotcha.
This is probably the 10th set of wheels that I've had on it, and these are actually the stock wheels off of my Bullet Mustang that's out back. The Bullet car needed 10-inch wide wheels, and this one didn't. If you use 17 by 9 on these Fox bodies, they rub.
Okay.
So I wanted to go with 17 by 8. So that's what I did. That's why I put these wheels on it off of the Bullet. It was painted in 2001 at Parkway Ford. I actually put a 302 in a guy's Jeep and he painted it for me.
Okay, so you did a little trade work there.
Trade work, yeah.
Hey, that works. Engine-wise, is this the same engine it came with?
It's the same block.
Same block it came with?
Same block and crank.
So what's the history with that? What did you do first?
Well, the first thing I did was little modifications, exhausts, you know, headers, stuff like that. And then I actually bought a set of E7 heads, which were like 1987 or newer cast iron heads.
Okay.
And me and a friend ported them and polished them and did all this work to them. And it didn't make enough difference for the labor.
Oh, gotcha. Didn't quite pan out.
so I busted out the credit card and I bought a set of trick flow heads.
There you go.
Trick flow cam, GT40 intake manifold. I pulled the engine out, and there was a place in Cedar City at the time called Chuck's Engine Building. And Chuck rebuilt it for me and bored it out and everything. And so it's a 306.
Gotcha.
And then I bought.
Is that what it is currently?
It's a 306.
306.
Yeah.
So just
and
a little
I
bore.
built this engine in 2001. I have never. The only thing I've done to it besides oil changes is spark plugs and
Gotcha.
header gaskets.
Sweet.
Because you know header gaskets blow out.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I've had to do to it. I've never
Awesome.
had a intake manifold gasket leak. I've never had an oil pan gasket leak.
Wow.
I
And you built this in 01.
In 01.
Wow.
I put
That's
a trick
awesome.
flow girdle in the bottom to keep it together, and a Milodon or a Milodon oil pan, high volume oil pump. I built it as well as I could for the money I had at the time.
Yeah, for sure. At the time, you put the goodies in where you could. That's awesome. Is it hard to pop the hood?
No.
Let's get a peek at all the goodies. So when it was painted in 01, did you do the stripes then?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, when they painted it, they actually painted the stock hood and the car all at once, and then about 3 months later, I bought this cowl hood, and the painter his wife's Saturn needed a clutch, so
Okay.
I put a clutch in his wife's Saturn, and he painted this hood for me.
A little more trade work. That's awesome. So 306, and then
Yes.
we got a little Paxton here.
Yeah, I got
When
a
did
Paxton.
when did the Paxton go on?
When I built the engine.
Okay,
Yeah.
so back in
I
01.
collected parts all until I had. A friend of mine bought this Paxton, put it on his Foxbody, and his is an '88 Foxbody.
Okay.
He had issues with. As soon as he would get about 5 pounds of boost, it would start just pinging, and he was afraid it was going to burn his car up.
Gotcha.
So he went for the Vortec and a FMU, which is a fuel management unit,
Okay.
which increases like the fuel pressure.
Was
like
that from?
It was from Vortec.
Vortec.
Supposed to increase the fuel pressure 10 pounds per pound of boost.
Okay, good. Just to
So,
kind of make up
to
for the
help make
boost.
up and help.
Yeah.
And he did that, and it literally blew the fuel line from here to here, the plastic line that's down underneath
Gotcha.
here. It blew it apart.
Wow.
It got too much fuel pressure. Las Vegas. Mike Arnett used to own Silver State Motorsports down there. When we went down to get his dynoed, Mike Arnett told him, he said, don't worry about an FMU, just buy the right injectors. And so
Gotcha.
he was running Ford Motorsports 30-pound injectors, and Mike said, you need 36-pound injectors.
Gotcha.
So when I built this, I just ordered a set of Excel 36-pound injectors, and I've never had a ping. So
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
never had a worry.
So 36 pounds worked.
36 pounds per hour of fuel. The stock ones are 19. Now,
Wow.
now the car has Holley. I took the Ford computer's gone. There's no Ford wiring harness
Gotcha.
in it anymore. Now it has a Holley Terminator X system in it, and the 2018 GT 350 47-pound injectors in it.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
nice.
And it runs better than it ever has.
So once you put, yeah, I remember you telling me once you put that Holly on, it just it
Holly
woke it up.
You know, I mean, even though I had changed the computer from an 86 to a 93 and changed it to mass airflow,
yeah,
it still couldn't keep up with the modifications.
Just wasn't efficient. And did you mount that Holly on the inside?
It is. It's mounted actually underneath the driver's seat.
Okay.
Or the passenger seat, I apologize. And then the harness comes out through the firewall right back there.
That's nice.
And then feeds everything.
The Holly comes through.
And the Holly has made it they have made a Foxbody harness. So it comes with the factory distributor connector.
Oh, that's sweet.
So you just wire it all in.
Yeah, I hear nothing but good things about their
It was a little tricky to get it. It was a little tricky to get it where I could drive it.
Yeah.
They just do some different things. They're really, really, really GM oriented.
Yeah, for sure.
And so when you go to a Ford on it, you have to really
tweak some things, dial it in.
Yeah, it took a while. I put the Holly system in it last winter.
Yeah. And it's not quite as plug and play. You got to do some tweaking to get it going efficiently.
But then I took it up to Premier Performance in Salt Lake, and they figured out that Holly lists the wrong injectors for these injectors, and so they were wrong. And then they sold me a map sensor that was a 3-bar on the box, but it was really a 2-bar in the box. And
gotcha.
So the computer didn't know what to do because I keep telling it it's a 3-bar.
It was freaking out.
And it's not. So.
Gotcha. So a little trial and error, had to get some of the right equipment on it. So you had it at Premier. Remind me, what numbers did it do?
So it ran 420 horse at the back tire, 450 foot-pounds of torque. They told me, they said, well, the dyno sheet shows that it kind of falls on its face at like 5,600 RPMs. But that was in Salt Lake at
the elevation,
90-some degrees outside. But down here, it pulls to 6,800 RPMs. And so I think it probably has more in it. Yeah, for sure. But the back tires are worthless on the street as it is. So.
Yeah. Do you know how much this weighs roughly? I know they're pretty light stock.
I had it weighed before I put the air conditioning back in, the full exhaust, and the interior back in. It was 2,600 pounds.
26. Wow.
But that was when I took a heat gun and scraped all the insulation out of the car. I wanted it as light as possible. I'm not so light, so it had to be light.
That's awesome. And I remember when you were trying to go fast, what's the fastest you were able to get it?
I ran 11.8 and 120 in St. George at where the new airport is now.
The airport drag.
120 there. And I ran 11.8 at 117 in Vegas.
Gotcha.
1182.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. That's pretty much all we had on that Foxbody Mustang. Pretty cool car. This is just going to show you some of the other cars he's got laying around right now. This is his son's car, actually. It's a SN95. It started out with the 5.0 pushrod motor as well. Right now, they're actually building a motor for this. It's going to be, I think, bored out to a 347 with a Vortec supercharger on it. Gonna be a pretty cool car. He might have some nitrous on it as well. When that's done, we'll definitely come back to this and check this out. Also, we've got here a 2003, I believe, it might be an 04 Mach 1 Mustang. Really clean example, nice black color. As we walk around the front, you'll be able to see that iconic shaker hood. Really cool cars. I love these 4-valve motors. They sound really good, really great looking. So that's another one of his really cool cars. And then we have his 2003 dark Highland green Bullet Mustang. The paint is a little faded. He's gonna get that corrected here soon. Got some great wheels on it. But yeah, that's pretty much what he has right now. Definitely a big Mustang guy, especially these new edge Mustangs, and his Foxbody, he loves those. Really cool cars. Let me know if you want to see videos on any of those cars, and we'll go ahead and set it up. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. As a side note, if you didn't know, I do a little bit of graphic design on the side, and I've done some automotive t-shirts. If you want to see those, just go ahead and go to redbubble.com, and once it pulls up in the search bar, you can type in Hoonhead or Hoonhead Media. You'll see some of my designs pop up, and that's how you can find my store, which is Hoonhead Media. Anyways, on that shop, you'll see the designs that I've already done. All of them I've made myself. I think they look pretty good. If you guys like anything, go ahead and click on it. You can see they're available as hats, shirts, jackets. If you scroll down, you can see what other options are available. You can see the other designs on the jackets and stuff like that. Anyways, go ahead and go check out that store. Let me know if there's any design I should put on. Also, let me know how you liked the video in the comments below. Thanks for watching.